such an incredible story. It's so inspiring because you never gave up, even when you thought you missed an opportunity.
Yeah. I knew that. I knew that I had missed the opportunity, and I beat myself up for it. And sometimes those opportunities that you miss will teach you a lot more than the opportunities that come your way. You know, and I have more stories about that, but you know, we'll have to do a second episode of part 2.
Right.
You
No,
know?
seriously.
But yeah, the opportunities that you miss sometimes, you know, will teach you a bigger lesson, and you'll say, man, you know, I'm never gonna let that slip through again. You know, if you've ever had a guy that you wanted to talk to or shoot your shot at, and you missed it, and then you know, if you never,
It's his loss.
you got it, yeah. There it is, all faith.
It's his loss.
You know, next.
Up next. Okay.
Next in the box.
Next in the box. Okay, so Kat, let's go ahead and talk about when you got into the radio lifestyle. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that.
We're gonna rate it all.
It was kind of fast. It was kind of fast. The lifestyle was kind of fast. So. How did you, I mean, you're such a balanced individual, you know? You have a wife and kid, but you're so balanced that, I mean, people don't even realize, or even if people know, they don't even think twice about it because you make it look so easy. So can you talk about when you first got into, you know, mainstream, interviewing these celebrities and all this type of stuff? How did you keep it together? Because I know the ladies were extra coattail.
Oh yeah, well I didn't keep it together for a long time. I didn't keep it together for a long time, and I thought that was part of the fun and part of the lifestyle. And really, you know, when you talk about going mainstream, I wasn't making a lot of money, but I was in school, and you know, I was getting a lot of, I guess you could say a lot of love.
Yeah.
You know, I was getting a lot of love, and that's really, you know, what kind of like, you know, fed the lifestyle. It's like, man, I'm doing something I like, and people are responding to it. And you know they're boosting me, like, man, like, you know, you get the opportunities, and you know you're meeting the people that you know were listening to. Like I was a fan of all these people, and then I'm interviewing them, and then they're you know hey man, give me your number, and then we'll come to the party and this, that, and the other. And I'm you know just really soaking it up, and I just appreciated every opportunity. You know, that's when you talk about balance. You know what I'm saying? I realized like I was invited into this, you know, to this radio world, this career, into this lifestyle. So I didn't really think like I did this to, you know, put on. Like, no, somebody invited me in because they saw something in me, and I'm not gonna waste that, and I'm not gonna, you know, take that for granted. You know, I'm not gonna spoil that on anything. And so that's really what I think kept me balanced. Is radio chose me. You know, in a way, you know what I'm saying? They, in the drive-through, in the hallway, you know, there's different things. And I felt like, man, they really want me to put on, so I'm not going to make them look stupid. I'm not going to make them look crazy. And that kind of kept me balanced. And then, you know, and then a lot of these celebrities that you're talking about, being around them and seeing how cool they are, or seeing how big of an asshole they are, you know, like you get around some of these people and like they're really assholes, you know, and so it's like, man, I'm not going to be like that to people that look up to me. You know, if I have fans or somebody that wants to be, you know, in my you know, in my space, I'm not going to treat them, you know, dirty or not give them the same opportunity that, you know, that made me feel, you know, really well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think the balance, and then you watch people go hard at people. You know, they always on the block, always grinding, always making money, this, that, and the other, but they might not have family and stuff to take care of, or, you know, people that are super family, they don't really get into the lifestyle. So, I mean, I would say like cats like Skip Cheatham, you know, that had balance, you know, balance with his fame, balance with his family, and, you know, lived the life and found a good comfort zone that he was, you know, really into. And I was like, okay, it can happen, you know, and that was a good example for me to say, hey, I can watch somebody find their balance and find their lane and still, you know, have progress and level up in all aspects of their career and you know, private life as well. So
most definitely. I think that's awesome.
But yeah, don't think I had it together. Like it took me a few laps around the track to find my stride, you know.
Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. Talk about your foundation a little bit. We know you work at the station. We know you at K104, right? But you've launched and dipped, right, into greater things. And so I feel like your foundation, School is Cool, is dope because it's J's for days. And who don't want no J's?
Yeah,
you know?
this is my baby. This is really my baby. When people talk about what do you want to do, and you know, what do you want to do with your position? What do you want to take it? What do you want? Like, man, I just want to hang out with kids. Like kids, they're just happy that you're there. They're happy that they're not in class. You know, when we show up at the schools, they're happy to see you in the cafeteria. They know you have something for them, a T-shirt or some music or, you know, an experience. And that's always been a driving force for me, is to see there's so many smiling faces. And with all the dirt and stuff that goes on the radio, as far as the music and the lyrics and the language and the innuendos, it's just really just, it is poisonous if you don't fertilize, the message. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I love going to schools, hanging out with kids, being at career days, summer camps, just so, because they look up to K104 and they look up to us personalities, and to let them know, like, hey, this is fun for us. This is funner for us than hanging with, at least for me, than hanging with celebrities or being backstage at concerts. And so I created a Schoolist Foundation.
Hey.
Really dope foundation for kids. We kicked off with the J's for A's. Cool contest. Look, if you've got an A on your report card, be proud of your work.
Not even A's on your report card, but you said attendance, attitude.
Yeah. So yeah.
I was like, okay, wait a minute. So we can submit the other A's? Because everybody don't have A's.
Well, this is really what it's for. this is really what it's for.
Okay.
Is because everybody's not going to make straight A's. Everybody's not going to be a blue collar athlete. So we want to highlight people that have amazing attitudes and are looking to school for other reasons than just straight grades. Some people learn about friends. Some people learn about, from their coaches and guidance counselors and teachers, how to share and use your resources, how to grow, how to have conversations, how to, study, and all the things that go into school besides just the grades. There's so much, your attitude, your attendance, your academics, your athletics, like all these things build character and they build your personality, over time. And so this is we try to do is say, hey, you might not have straight A's, but you got a great attitude, young man, young lady. And we noticed that. Your teacher notices. That's why we're here, for the J's for A's. Now with the school, for the report card, we had to do it like that for the corona, since
Gotcha.
We really can't be in the class.
Right.
But after J's for A's, we're gonna do lit at lunch.
Okay, lit at lunch.
Where we come turn up at the cafeteria, or with the corona, we'll bring food trucks out to the parking lot. The kids come out. We'll turn up on the music and just be there with them. Field trip Fridays, where we take the kids out of school. Career days are cool because, the lawyer's there, the cop is there, the DJ is there. But what's even cooler is grab the kids, take them to these places, take them to the law firm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Take them to the fire station, bring them to the radio station, and let them see, like, man, this is where you work, this is what you wear, this is how you interact with your coworkers, this is the cafeteria. That something like that would have an amazing impact on a young man, a young lady that's, between the age of 12 and 17, that's looking for some direction in their life, looking for something to say, hey, this is a cool idea. Like, a lawyer in your classroom is cool, but a lawyer dressed up in his law firm with his coworkers, that's another impact. Dang, this is your office, bro? Like, this is what you drive? This is how you, okay? Like, dang, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Not just what I want to be, but just what do I want to do every day? Dang, this is what you do? Cat Dad, you sleep all day and you work at night and you party when I want to do that, And so that's kind of the reason behind the Field Trip Friday.
Yeah.
And then for the college kids are actually going to be the interns to actually run these programs. So we'll go to the colleges. We'll go to the colleges and say, hey, we need somebody from the journalism department that wants to write a report on what we're about to do. We need somebody from graphics design to design the flyers, and to set up the graphics on the website to make sure that we're looking like we need to do. So they'll come in and we'll show them the blueprint for the actual foundation, and then we incorporate 4 or 5 different college students each semester. To some new semester, we'll bring a new set of kids in, and then the absolute goal would actually be to put radio stations in high schools. Have big donations and put radio stations, not like radio stations to broadcast outside, but like hallway,
a school radio station.
in the hallway, in the cafeteria, in the courtyard. Yeah. Show them the equipment, how to run the format, teach them how to read the announcements. Hey, this is Lex. Don't forget, Friday is the big game. We're going to be out there, against, you said, Kimball. Kimball, big game. We're going to be at Sprague Stadium on Friday night, so get your school colors, and don't forget, buy your tickets in advance. So just teaching them the format and how to run, that, just because this is how I learned.
Exactly, and I was just about to say, that was your first job.
That was
in high school.
Yeah, that was my first deal. So
it's really there you go.
Bring it back around. And then some kids, they might do it. They might say, hey, this is not for me. This is no fun or whatever, But I like being in the room by myself. I like being in behind the switches and controlling the music and figuring out what is the best way to get this through the airways. What can I add to it? How can I make it smoother, tighter, funnier, and just real slick with my message or whatever. And that's kind of how I learned to, manifest. And, they might find that in themselves. And if not, that's cool too,
I think that's awesome.
Learn through experience,
Talk about a little bit about your on-air shift here at K104. You're 7 p.m. to midnight.
Yeah.
And I just want to highlight this because Kat, like I said, he is really the best, okay? Because Kat, you're not into the drama, You're not into gossip, all the messy stuff, Even in real life, you're not. When I tell you you're the same person every time I meet you or see you, I'm not kidding. So tell us a little bit about how you're not reporting that bad stuff. You're only reporting good news. And literally every time I hear you on the radio, it's good news.
Yeah, it wasn't always like that though. I would get messy and try to go for the shock, the shock radio, and try to say stuff and try to do things that people like, whoa. I think once I had my son, I really realized, like, what am I saying on the radio? What am I broadcasting? Because you have to be a natural filter for what is going on. The internet comes through, or the news comes through, and it's like, okay, what am I going to say to people that look up to me, and what is my message going to be behind, the news that I'm reporting? And if I'm not going to address something and then enact some resources and a plan to make it better, then I probably won't go too deep into it. I might say, hey, this is going on. But I'm not just going to be like, hey, K104, man, hey, man, 2 more kids got shot last night in Oak Cliff. And you know what? Man, I got Beyonce tickets coming up in 10 minutes.
Like what?
Like, like I don't think that's fair to just splash poison, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of that, like, a lot of people are flipping and they're just gathering things, So I would, like, one of my favorite things is ignore the hate and repost the love. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm reposting all the negative stuff that I see, then I'm sharing that with everybody that follows me. What good is that doing if I'm not enacting some resources with a plan to make it better? Then I'm just spreading the poison out. And I just encourage anybody else, like, yo, if it makes you feel sick, if it makes you feel, hollow inside and really disgusted, if you're not going to make a move to do something and reenact these, these sources to make it better and use your plan, then, you know what I'm saying, it might not be a good idea to be like, yo, that's crazy, huh? Yep, well, and then just continue on like it's a regular deal.
Right.
Because what you really want to do is you want to stop and say, this is enough. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How can we help? Matter of fact, we've got a guidance counselor. Matter of fact, we've got somebody that's been through. We've got some people that have testimony in all aspects. And here's a number to call, and here's an address to go see if you need some help with these things. Instead of just like, man, that's crazy. Repost.
Right.
Did you see this fight? Repost. Like, I'm not anybody that's posting girls fighting in the hallway. I'm not following you anymore. I'm not feeding into that negativity. I don't do that. Sorry, I'm getting fired up.
No, you good.
But like, that's just where I feel like.
Let them know.
I just feel like this is one area where I can feel like, hey, I can be like a filter to say, you know what, if it makes me feel bad, I wouldn't spread that to you without trying to, make it better. I'm just going to be like, hey, I'm bringing light, I'm bringing love, and that's what I'm doing. Every time I put my 10 toes down and I move around, that's what you're going to get from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh, here come Mr. Negativity with like somebody talking about somebody else, or can you believe what so-and-so did? Like, that ain't my business.
That's not my business.
That's not my business.
It's not my business. And, y'all hear that? Not my business.
It's not my business. So yeah, that wasn't all the time. I learned my rounds, and then people will. This is how you realize it when people tell you things that you said. That was funny when you said this. That was cool when you said this. I was listening last night when you said this. Like, dang, what am I saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I actually broadcasting with my own, voice? Is it something I can stand behind? Is it something that I'm willing to, vouch for when it comes time? And a lot of that stuff is like, oh yeah, well, that was just being messy or being, and I'm like, I'm cool on that. Y'all can have that. Let somebody else, there's enough of that going around. They, so yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's why I figured that out.
Yeah.
Get that balance.
Look, you dropping several gems over here. Several. We appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I do have a game for you.
All right.
So, y'all,
is there
stay
a prize?
tuned.
Hold on. Is there a prize for this game?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe the prize is right behind you on the side of you. We never know.
I'm ready.
All right, keep it locked. Well, look at you, Cat Daddy. You're looking like me over there with your Lex in the Box card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Co-host.
Right.
Let me find out.
Come on, co-host. All right, Cat. Well, we're about to play a game called Add Your Best. Now, not at your best.
Okay.
Add, like advertisement,
All
your
right.
best.
All right.
Okay?
Oh, so
all right.
That's like a quick commercial real quick.
A quick commercial, but radio commercial.
Let me fix my belt buckle right here. I got to get into character. Yeehaw! Now listen up, cowboy. Your tongue, for example, usually hardly notices there. But when I mention it, you feel your tongue bumping against your lower front teeth, right? The tips just resting on them. You notice your tongue feels a little bit too long for your mouth. And you notice it never really lies still. Damn tongue just going crazy in there. You move it about constantly without you thinking about it. Backwards and forwards and hold on, Nelly. From side to side, and suddenly it feels strangely wet and heavily in your mouth. Doesn't it, Lex in the Box? Tell the truth, Missy.
Oh, wow, you did great.
Hey, cut the check.
What? Cut it. Before we get out of here, I had such a great time with that game. Mm-hmm. I want you to go ahead and drop some advice for some people who want to be in radio, for people who want to be the next Cat Daddy, but in their own way.
Yeah, this ain't what you want. I'm just letting you know, man. The things that I went through, man, the tough times and the drama that I've seen and the hating and the backstabbing and the drama and the, man, this is not what you want. That's my duty to tell you that that's not what you want. But if it's really what you want, you're not going to worry about what I say. You're not going to worry about what anybody says. If you really want it, you're going to keep showing up. Because if you want to get down, you got to show up. Just like athletes, you want to go pro, you can't go pro on the couch. You go pro every day in your work ethic, in your diet, in your drills. You showing up. Where are they playing ball at? I need to go. Where are my coaches at? What videos can I watch? You know what I'm saying? You keep showing up if you want to get down. So yeah, for radio, if you like talking, if you like being, if you feel like you need to be the host, always trying to grab a microphone and be in the center of attention. Not necessarily a star, but just to, be in front of a crowd and to host, try it out. Host some talent shows, read some announcements, do some open mic nights and just, see how you feel on stage and see how you can, what response you get from holding the microphone, and then get better. Get some positive feedback, some people around you that's going to give you good advice or bad advice, and just learn through your mistakes and learn through your exercise. But keep showing up if you want to get down. That's it.
That sounds like a plan to me. And before we get out of here again, where can we keep up with you?
I'm gonna be at Sid Factory for the next 2 weeks, grabbing my brownies and my cookies. I'm on the IG, man. Follow your boy at CatDaddy104. I don't post a whole lot. I really like my privacy. This is the real luxury in life is privacy and healthy privacy with your family. But yeah, follow me, man, and I'll try to drop some gems and give y'all some good game and, let you peek into my life a little bit.
There you go.
And hopefully you can, learn from me and take your life to a whole nother level.
Whoa.
Lex in the Box, let's go.
Whoa. Hey. Wow. All right, y'all. Well, y'all heard it from the man himself. It's Cat Daddy. It's Lex in the Box. Stay tuned for more.